What if I told you there is a secret world of tiny creatures with incredible powers beyond the realm of human imagination? When you realize the phenomenal abilities of these tiny little animals and what they're truly capable of, in comparison, we are just big, clumsy giants. I've devoted my life to unlocking the secrets of these miraculous mini monsters. I'm teaming up with a scientist friend, and we're going to the very edge of the world to find them.
Wait, it's in the bush. I got one.
Behind you. Did you get it?
He's got me.
Looks like a dinosaur, straight up from the dawn of time.
That's the perfect killing machine right there. I'll show you, pound for pound, they stack up against any creature that ever roamed the earth. Like that. Oh!
He destroyed my sensor.
This is in the realm of superheroes. Size does not matter, especially when you're a little giant. Just look at this. The Indian Ocean and the rainforest.
This place is a paradise.
Right? Now, it's not going to be a cakewalk. The Madagascar rainforest is tough, but it's going to be totally worth it to see a creature you will not find anywhere else on Earth. It's one of the smallest primates on the planet. It looks like a kitten, but it moves like a kitten with a jetpack. You will not believe what it's capable of.
Oh, I'm sold. I'm ready to go.
It's going to test you.
Lead on.
We've arrived on the eastern coast of Madagascar in search of an elusive, turbocharged creature, the Goodman's mouse lemur. This pint-sized primate is so rare it was completely unknown to science until it was identified just 14 years ago by American primatologist Dr. Stephen M. Goodman, which is why this species is named after him. Many scientists believe that this species of mouse lemur was the only one to survive a major climate change period that impacted this regional habitat severely because the Goodman's mouse lemur adapted a number of physical traits that allow it to thrive. They possess extraordinary, explosive acceleration power, the kind of leaps that transform them from stationary to warp speed in an instant. It is also equipped with these outrageously oversized hands and feet, delivering incredible grip strength. And what they lack in size, they more than compensate for with a devastating bite force, which allows them to repel far larger predators and also enables them to pulverize tough casings of seeds and nuts and insect shells. When we find this little guy, we hope to discover extraordinary data that will demonstrate beyond all doubt that the Goodman's mouse lemur is one of the most remarkable, multifaceted little giants on planet Earth. Watch your exposed skin, brother. These pandanus palms have these gigantic teeth.
It's like a minefield of knives.
That's the whole point, though, right? If this wasn't impenetrable, it would be too open and exposed for our tiny little Goodman mouse lemur because they can move through these sharp thorns with ease.
Oh, yep, that one got me. How are we ever gonna capture it?
We're not looking for the primate. We're looking for the primate's bedroom. We keep pushing our way in here, and we start seeing those beautiful broadleaf palms and not this serrated, nasty stuff. That's where our mouse lemur's gonna live. All right.
Onwards.
Whoa, look at this. Right here, right here, right here.
How did you even see that?
Just moved.
Is that a snake?
Yes, but this is not any snake. Look at its face.
It's got like a beak.
A bit like somewhere between a bird and a seahorse, right? It's called a langur snake. The langur is also known as a leaf-nosed snake, and you can easily see why. Look, twig, branch, snake, it all looks the same. And it can stay perfectly still for 90% of the time that it's awake. That is what makes it such a successful ambush predator. Now, here's another cool thing about it. There is a Malagasy folk tale involving this snake. And basically, it goes like this. These snakes live up in the trees, and when they see other animals or humans walking by, they stiffen up their body, as stiff as a spear, and then they drop down their sharp nose first and spear the person underneath. So people are afraid of these, at least according to the folktale. But in real life, they're all but completely harmless to a human being. Now, it's not venomous, so I can handle it, but it does bite. Pretty cool, though, huh?
This is cool.
All right, put him back. There we go. Let's keep moving. It looks like there could be a clearing ahead. Oh, yes. Look at that.
These the broadleaf palms we're looking for?
Oh, yeah. That's mouse lemur habitat. They often make their beds in these beautiful plants. These mouse lemurs are mostly loners, but when it comes to sleeping, they often huddle together in small family groups or even in groups of 3 or 4 of the same sex. So, our best odds of finding them will be in and around their bedrooms.
All right, what are we waiting for?
Well, they're just too fast to chase through that forest. I think the best bet is to start laying some of those humane Elliott traps.
All right, let's do it, man.
Right now, we are going to set up Elliott traps and we'll bait them with some sweet, fresh cut bananas, and we'll come back at first light, see if we're lucky. We've got 6 traps to check. They're all in great position. Hopefully, that'll tip the odds in our favor.
Any luck?
Nobody home, and the fruit's still untouched. All right, next one.
Nothing?
Not a lick. Oh, what's that? We got a closed door. We got a closed door.
All right, how do you want to do this?
Let's open it inside the mammal box because whatever is inside, it'll come out and just be gone. Okay, moment of truth. Trap is open. Where is he?
See anything?
No.
Oh, it's that guy. Grab him.
Gosh, he's fast.
I got it. There, he's in.
All right.
My man.
We got him. Look at that beauty. That little lightning bolt of fur is the elusive Goodman's mouse lemur. Most exquisite thing I've ever seen in my life.
That is adorable. Look at those giant eyes.
And look at the color of that creamy belly and that reddish-colored fur around the rest of his body.
I cannot believe this is an adult-sized lemur.
Yeah. No, this is it. This is as big as they get. We are looking at one of the smallest primates on planet Earth. This is it. I mean, mouse lemur is the right name, right? Because it really is the size of a mouse. Can you believe that? The injury, the largest lemur on the planet.
So wait, we're hearing the largest lemur.
Yeah, that's right. That song is the largest lemur on the planet, and this is one of the smallest lemurs
in the world.
In the world. Oh, look at that little guy go. That is unbelievable how fast this is. It truly is just a velvet-covered pinball. And that's the other thing. I don't know how we're going to test this guy. He's so fast.
It's going to be tough. We're going to have our hands full, man. Okay, let's get him to the tent.
I'm with you.
Getting a chance to work with one of the world's smallest primates, see them up close, and to actually start testing for their speed, bite force, and grip strength, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
The Goodman's mouse lemur is like a 5-year-old who's just swum in a pool full of sugar. I don't know how you're going to test it without creating absolute chaos.
I'm expecting absolute chaos.
This is the cutest little giant we've ever had. I think it's also the fastest.
I mean, he's lightning quick.
Yeah, well, hence all of this.
Usually, our field tent is sufficient for any scientific test that we want to run, but that is not the case for the Goodman's mouse lemur. This thing has a springboard attached to a rocket for legs, and it can go all over the place in an instant. So we're basically inside a giant mosquito net. a robust setting that will allow us to test the lemur in a controlled environment, or as controlled as possible. Let's get the baseline measurements.
All right, heads up, everybody. Camera team, little guy's coming out. Oh, you're so quick. He's got so much sass. He's avoiding my hand and then jumps on it to get leverage. That's how fearless he is. Okay, there we go. Oh, this is just impossible. Come on. I don't know why I'm making that noise. He doesn't know what it means. Okay, nope. Oh, shivers. Oh, there we, nope. Come on, hey. Come on, little guy. Gosh, that's fast.
You got him?
No, I don't have him. Got him. Oh, wow, he can really jump. Gosh. He is a great jumper. So I'm holding him gently but firmly so he won't get hurt. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1.
Whew. So he weighs 42 grams. That is 1.5 ounces.
That's all?
All right, so next we got to measure its length.
He is 7.5 inches long, including his tail.
All right, well, let's get started.
What do you want to attempt to test first?
I've got to see that leaping action.
These are explosive leaps that are completely off the charts. We know they've been observed in the wild jumping more than 10 feet, and that's because these guys have incredibly powerful muscles and elastic spines that allow them that extraordinary acceleration and explosion through the air, which allows it to evade much bigger predators like the huge variety of lemurs that are here.
I want to measure that velocity when he's leaping from tree limb to tree limb.
How do you want to do that?
These are smart Bluetooth lasers. We are going to use these as the start and stop indicators. You see this beam?
Oh, yeah.
When an object crosses that first beam, it triggers a timer.
Got it.
When an object crosses the second beam, it stops the timer. We are going to mount these lasers to the table, and then all I need you to do is get the lemur to jump from laser 1 through laser 2 to figure out how fast the lemur is actually leaping.
You know what's going to happen, right? You ever heard the expression, reap the whirlwind? As soon as we let him go, it'll be like velvet lightning with a tail. This is going to be fun. All right, let's do it.
For this test, we're going to strap tree branches to each end of the table. These 2 lasers will be set just inside of those tree branches, and we'll be able to get a timing read of how fast he leapt from one side to the next. Perfect. Laser 1, laser 2, 36 inches distance between the 2.
Okay, are you ready?
It's the moment of truth. Let's do it.
Whoa! Oh, he's making a break for it. I got it. Okay, everyone stay still. Just wave your hand, Billy. Moving towards me. There we go. Come on, little guy. No one's gonna hurt you. Oh, he's biting me. Ooh.
Okay, here's the box.
Well, I got my finger.
Here's the box.
His teeth are in my flesh. Woo!
Are you all right?
Okay, give me a second. Whew. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see if we have a little bit more luck.
We are calibrated and connected, ready to go.
Okay, little guy, you do what you do. Ready? Yes! That was amazing! Oh, he's fast. Oh, he's so fast. It took a nanosecond for him to go, yep, there's a tree branch. See you later, big monkey. And he just blasted off away from me. That was a thing of beauty. Did you get that reading?
I got it. He just leapt 3 feet in 0.11 seconds. That means this lemur, who's 7.5 inches, covered 6 times his length in 1/10 of a second.
That's amazing. I mean, that is a phenomenal velocity and an incredible distance.
That takeoff is unreal. Our lemur accelerated to a top speed of 4 miles per hour in just 0.05 seconds. That means its leap generated 2.9 Gs of acceleration force.
Crazy. The only way humans could accelerate even somewhat like this guy is if we're in the cockpit of an F-18 fighter jet. If we sized up our 7.5-inch mouse lemur to 56 feet, which is the length of the F-18 fighter jet, and then compared their takeoff acceleration, it would be an air show for the ages. At takeoff, the F-18 would reach a top speed of 200 miles per hour in 7.2 seconds. That's 3.2 Gs of acceleration force. That's what you feel on a large roller coaster. But our supersized mouse lemur would crank into high gear and launch down the runway at 245 miles an hour in 5.2 seconds. That's a face-morphing 9.44 Gs of acceleration force, like what you'd feel on a rocket ship hurtling back to Earth. What a beautiful freak of nature. No wonder this little guy can evade any predator that comes close to him. At the first whiff of danger, he can blast himself so far out of reach of his nemesis in the blink of an eye. No wonder these adorable micro daredevils have no fear. That is some high-level leaping. At the first whiff of danger, he can blast himself so far out of reach of his nemesis in the blink of an eye.
That was a work of art.
Someone earned some banana.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, little guy.
Oh, he went for that banana right away. Oh. Ow.
Oh, I got my finger.
Are you all right?
Look at this.
See the little teeth marks? Oh, snap.
He can really bite. He is a great biter. These are a thick leather glove, and he just bit right through it.
Oh, man.
That was really painful. Definitely gonna leave a few marks. Just so impressed that it could bite through a leather glove.
Yeah.
A little thing like that. I mean, I'm primarily wearing gloves when I think I'm gonna get envenomated, or there's a chance of a terrible disease, or severe laceration. In this case, I didn't think it would bite that hard, but of course, with primates, you always have to be concerned about the possibility of various diseases, particularly rabies. Now, I've had 6 treatments for rabies. I don't want to do it again, so safety first. Because these things really do bite.
That is impressive. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, based on my understanding of their diet, which seems to be mostly fruit, some insects, I didn't think it would need to have that much leverage in its jaws.
Yes, while it's primarily fruit, remember a lot of jungle fruits are not necessarily soft. They eat them raw. Sometimes it's nuts inside a shell, a very hard casing. Plus, research has shown that some mouse lemurs are cannibals. They're fighting for their life every day. And that means they have to defend themselves with their sharp teeth.
Well, in that case, let's go ahead and try to get a bite for us.
Okay.
If we can get him to bite on the sensor, we'll know just how strong the jaws of the mouse lemur really are.
So you may be in for a surprise. Please be gentle, tiny mouse lemur. You ready?
I'm recording.
Here comes the bite.
Oh.
Easy does it. Oh, that was it. Did you get it?
Got it. Check this out. The lemur had a bite force of 3.75 pounds per square inch.
That little guy?
That's 40 times its body weight of 1.5 ounces.
That's incredible. Kudos, tiny primate.
Yeah. Pound for pound, that's many times more powerful than a saltwater crocodile.
These impressive jaws are definitely built with purpose. They can consume a wide variety of food sources and also quickly burrow into the toughest of these palms. But I'll tell you something else. What's even more remarkable are those enormous hands.
Yeah, exactly.
Those big bulbous little fingers like a frog. Just the power, the sheer muscular power that it must have in all its fingers. It's an arboreal animal. It can grab onto everything and move in any direction in a blink of an eye. So it's got to be super strong, and it's got to have an incredible grit strength.
Which is why the next test I want to do is the grip force. We need to understand what his hands are capable of.
I can't wait to see how they measure up.
Only one way to find out. This is a gas pressure sensor.
Right.
Inside this little tube, there's air in there that is providing pressure onto the sensor.
Mm-hmm.
So any gripping from the lemur on this tube will give us a reading of how strong his grip actually is.
Clever. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm reading.
Okay, just grab this. What's this? What's this?
Oh, there he is. Did he grab it?
Yeah, he's grabbing it. He's
okay.
grabbing it now. Boom. Look at him go.
These numbers are climbing, man.
He is a monster. Look at that grip. Oh, he won't let go of it.
I'll take that back, little buddy.
Can you let that go? Because as soon as you let that go, you can go back in your house. As soon as you let it go, little buddy.
Got it.
That was impressive. What was the number?
He has a grip force of 0.93 pounds per square inch.
That sounds very impressive for this tiny little guy.
Again, he only weighs 1.5 ounces.
So what's that ratio?
This lemur has a grip force 10 times its body weight.
If you have a grip strength exactly the same as your body weight, you win the powerlifting world championship.
Wow.
So he is 10 times stronger than the world's strongest human being relative to his size. So we don't really provide much competition. You'll have to look towards the strongest primate of all, the gorilla, to give our pocket lemur a proper challenge. If we bulk up our 1.5-ounce mouse lemur to the mass of a 500-pound lowland gorilla and let them run amok in a fancy museum, they'd cause some serious mayhem. The gorilla grips with a powerful 2,500 pounds of force, 5 times his body weight, and strong enough to crunch a hollow marble Greek vase one-handed. But our massive mouse lemur has a grip force 10 times stronger than his body weight. So at 500 pounds, he'll generate 5,000 pounds of force. That's enough force to crack and pulverize a 6-foot-tall solid granite Egyptian statue. With such a bone-breaking grip, this mouse lemur is definitely not one to monkey with. Can't believe how powerful these tiny primates are. He delivered on all your tests, and your results are irrefutable. That extraordinary acceleration allows him to flee danger at warp speeds.
His bite force, beyond amazing.
And a massive grip like that means that he has a rock-solid base as he navigates one of the toughest arboreal habitats on the planet.
Speaking of, we should probably get him back to his natural environment.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's take him home. Here we are, giant palm grove.
Today was one for the ages, my friend.
I mean, there's no doubt in my mind, after your tests, this little guy is the true king of the apes.
Undisputed.
Okay, welcome home, Your Majesty. Oh, there he goes. So small, so fast, unbelievably powerful. This guy showed us that we shouldn't confuse size with power.
So true, my brother.
These tiny lemurs are the masters of a most extraordinary domain.